We're going to be discussing what it's like to live here in Tampa, along with giving you details in case you're thinking about moving here in the near future. I'm a licensed loan officer, and I've been doing this since 1998. So if you have any questions about financing, or if you want to talk to a realtor, we can put you in touch with one of our trusted realtor partners. Just click on the link below and you can get a scheduled call. Or if it's more convenient for you, you feel free to text or email me. I know everybody's wanting to know a little bit more about purchasing or renting here in the area. So stay tuned. We'll be talking about that a little bit later in the video. The good news is that Tampa, the cost of living here is about 3 to 4% lower than the national average. And Tampa actually ranks third amongst competitive markets. And I can tell you, me personally living here, I've seen a lot of changes. The majority of them have been great. The infrastructure with roads and tolls have allowed us to get from place to place quite a bit faster. We've got year-round beaches, year-round boating, great universities as well. Two of my daughters are going to the University of Tampa. There's a University of South Florida that's local as well. And if you want a community college, we've got HCC, which is Hillsborough Community College, and St. Pete Junior College as well. Let's talk about population growth. Hillsborough County is estimated to grow by 8.7% versus the U.S. average of 3.7%. If you're thinking about moving here, you should check out these surrounding cities. There's going to be a lot of people moving to this area, and that's going to drive demand higher, which is going to drive prices higher. And along with job growth, people moving here, I don't see anything as far as a bubble. I don't see anything decreasing in price over the next year or two. So if that's your thought, I would definitely reconsider getting into something now. Because if you wait, not only are you going to have prices increasing, you don't know where the market's going to be. Interest rates could increase as well. So if you could actually qualify for, let's say, a $300,000 house now, next year, that house could be $350,000 and the interest rate could be higher as well. So now, that's going to change your perspective on how much you can actually purchase. So let's get into rental properties and homes for purchase. I have some data that I pulled from the MLS service that the realtors use here for last month. And what that's telling me is that $250,000 sales prices to $500,000 are moving within 30 days or less. You think about renting and you have a family of 3 to 4, maybe looking for a 1,700 square foot house. They're renting for about $1,900. And from when they're listed to when they're off the market, it's only about 15 days. To me, that means that people are moving to the area. And as people continue to move to the area, it's going to increase prices as demand is still there. Right now, I have a good friend that purchased a home back in November, and he's already seen, if he decided to sell the house right now, he's seen an increase of $65,000. Better to buy now than wait and hope prices come back down again, because we don't know where interest rates are going to be. Interest rates increase, prices increase. It's going to limit your purchasing power. Let's talk about property taxes. In general, you're going to use a 1% of the sales price as a calculation for the base amount. So if you're looking at $200,000, it's about $2,000. If you're looking at $400,000, that's about $4,000 per year that you'd be paying on property taxes. Some communities have what's called CDD fees, Community Development District. And that is when a developer, prior to building this master plan community, they're going to take out a bond that is going to help them with the roads, the parks, complete infrastructure of the community. Those are additional fees on top of your base property tax amount. Some examples of that would be Tampa Palms, maybe West Chase. That'll give you kind of an idea in case you're looking into that kind of community. Homestead exemption is actually a benefit for people that are living there as their primary home. Figure you're going to save about $600 a year when you file. Hopefully the property you're purchasing already has homestead exemption on that property. That'll continue for you, and then you'll still need to file. If that property doesn't have a homestead exemption, those taxes can actually increase every year with no limit. So you definitely want to make sure if you're buying this as a primary that you file for a homestead exemption after you purchase the home. I put a link below to the 3 surrounding counties in case you want to get some more information, or if you just want to pull up some properties and run some estimators on how much the taxes might cost. That way you can set your budget based on those figures. For me personally, I live in Hillsborough County, about a 3,500 square foot house, and I do not have a CDD fee. I'm paying about $5,700 a year. Homeowners insurance and flood insurance. In Florida, we actually have to worry about hurricanes. So there are certain properties that you'll want to make sure are not in a flood zone. They're going to be near the coast typically, but you also have some properties that could be near a lake, and you got to worry about rain and overflowing. If you're thinking about just getting flood insurance, just in general, you can get it very, very cheap if you're not in a flood zone, in case you're worried about maybe your pool overflowing or anything inside your house. So I'll put a link below to a couple of trusted insurance agents that we recommend in case you want to reach out to them and get any kind of quotes on properties that you're interested in. Your homeowner's insurance can also vary based on how much coverage you want and personal contents that you're actually carrying coverage for as well. We live in a house about 3,500 square feet. We're a family of 4, 3 cars, 3 leased vehicles. My 2 daughters are sharing one, and then my wife and I have a vehicle as well. We're pushing our insurance through Geico right now, and the cost on that we pay every month is approximately $375. For electric, we use Tampa Electric. Give you an example. Depending on the summer months, if we're using the AC a lot or the pool to heat it or running the pool, those are additional charges, or we're probably hitting about $400 a month. On average, we could run, between 300, 325 is typical, but it goes as high as 400 to kind of give you an example. You may need internet service. I use Frontier Communications right now. I have a fiber optic internet, runs a little bit faster. Right now, I think they are charging about $59 if you do a 12-month contract. So if that's something that might work for you, look into Frontier Communications. As far as grocery stores, Publix is a favorite here. They actually started in Lakeland and have just grown all over the state. Super clean, very friendly. And one of the things I like the best is that the aisles are always the same in all the stores that you go. So if you go into a different location, it's very convenient for us. They also have some organic products. If you prefer a more organic option, there's a Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Sprouts that are all local. If you're looking for some outdoor activities, we've got great beaches here. From a local perspective, I like going to Indian Rocks Beach or Reddington. It's a little bit more low key. The more tourist areas are going to be like Clearwater Beach. We also have some of the top 5 beaches in the world. If you go a little bit further south to Siesta Key or Longboat Key, those are great, super clean, very nice beaches to visit. And if you have a boat, we've got great lakes. If you like skiing, hydroboarding, tubing, you can also go out in the bay. Got great sandbars. During COVID, our family went ahead and got a boat. Hadn't had one, ever. But we enjoyed using that along with getting together with a lot of our friends that have boats and going out to the sandbars and just hanging out. If you're thinking about doing that, I definitely would recommend getting Sea Tow. It's about $179 a year, and consider it like a AAA on the water. If you have battery go out or fuel or anything, they can tow you back. I have my insurance through Geico Marine, and that's going to run about $743 a year or so. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this has been some valuable information for you. If so, please like or comment below. And if you want to reach out or schedule a call, my contact information is right here. Check out the links in the description below for resources, a mortgage calculator to run payments, even a search tool for homes. I know there's a lot of websites out there that a lot of calls, emails get bombarded. It's very frustrating. We don't do any of that. This is just a free service that you can use to avoid all those unwanted calls and emails.